just arrived home from work and I've been moved to give you this little message if you're a budding entrepreneur or somebody that's in the early stages of running your business. Because just on the way home, I've been having a chat with a partner who is a Blam Digital Partners, been running their digital agency for some years now. And they told me that they've had one of those weeks that we all have in business. And it started right at the beginning of the week when their second biggest customer told them that they were cancelling all of their ad campaigns that they're running at the moment. And this was a really big blow. They're a really big customer. And he was so confused because we've been doing a fantastic job, been delivering over 900 leads a month for this customer, and they've been really smashing it. So he was so confused as to why they would want to cancel. And it left them feeling so discombobulated, that's a great word, isn't it? And really disenchanted, just feeling really depressed. And he was saying that evening he just thought, why do I try so hard and yet people, will still cancel? And so the next day he made contact with the boss, the owner of the business, to try and find out what the problem was. And it turned out it was absolutely nothing to do with the work, the service. They were delighted with the results that had been getting, but it was purely that the business had hit some hard times because of some other reasons. And the choice really was they either cut back on their marketing or they have to start making redundancies. And so it made the partner feel that little bit better, but it was still a real blow, and it was still one of those things that was just really, really disappointing. But, it softened it to know that they were super happy with the service, and it was nothing that he'd done, and there was nothing that he could have done to avoid it. So then move on a couple of days, and there was an appointment that he went to that went really, really well. And then he got back from the appointment, had a phone call to say, we want to go ahead and we really like your presentation and we want to move forward straight away. And then by the next day, the money was in the bank and they were ready to go. And that was his new second biggest customer, just taken the place of the one that left. And all of a sudden, the week has gone from being absolutely down in the dumps to being back on top, fantastic. And not only that, the following day, another great big deal came through that ended up being the biggest customer that he's got. So the week went from being, I don't know why I try so hard, I think I'm just going to throw in the towel, to the end of the week going, wow, life is fantastic. We've turned this right around. We're in a much better situation than when we started the week, even when we had that customer that cancelled. And that's the life of an entrepreneur, guys. Those are the ups and downs. The reason things turned round for that partner was because he had momentum. He had a pipeline and he was consistent with what he did. And when you get to that point, you just know that your business will still continue to scale despite the road bumps that are beyond your control. And it's a common story that I hear all over the world from all of our different partners, over 200 of them, the ups and downs of business. And this is why in the Blam Partner training, the first thing that I teach people is mindset, because you need to have a rock solid mindset to be an entrepreneur, because business will throw these things at you. And if you haven't got a rock solid mindset, then you will give up when times get tough. You will give up when the curveball comes your way. You will give up when times get really, really hard. And times will be hard. There will be things that you're going to feel really, really bad about. But the upside is that when you know what you know is going to give you the results, those downsides become a lot less painful. They become a lot less of an issue, because overall you've seen the evidence, you've got confidence that business will continue, and the ups massively outweigh the downs. And in nearly all cases you'll find that those little bumps along the road are actually a good thing. They remind you not to be complacent. They remind you that you never keep a customer forever, although I've had some customers for a very long time. But it also reminds you that you've got to keep moving forward, always be prospecting, and keep that business scaling. So I hope that's been helpful. I hope you listen to this message when it finds you in a position where you need to hear it, because we all need support. We're all entrepreneurs. We all go through the ups and downs, but we're all unemployable now. Now we're entrepreneurs. We wouldn't work for anybody else. We wouldn't have it any other way. So keep moving forward, guys. Enjoy the journey. Like, subscribe, ask questions, find out more. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.